Welcome everyone to another video. Today I have a very special treat and very red themed video. I'm doing a review on this little unit right here. This guy is really cool. This is the Loxjie, one of those two, headphone tube amp. Tubes, which is really cool. It's a hybrid, it's got a chip and stuff. But I'm not really exactly sure how the mechanism works, but it does operate with tubes, so it's really cool. This is not really an unboxing video, I don't really do those. One, I already threw the box away, and two, why would I ruin the Christmas unboxing experience for you guys? So, this is not sponsored or any way by Loxjie. I got this with my own hard-earned cash. The main reason I got this headphone set was to drive these headphones. Can you see that? These are the DT990s by Beyerdynamic, and they're a really great pair of headphones that I use for mixing all the time. The thing is, they run at 600 ohms, which is pretty hefty. So yeah, 600 ohms. Fun fact, ohms are the unit of measurement of electrical resistance in a circuit or conductor. So, in other words, these suckers have high resistance and need quite a bit of power to drive. Going back to the P20, it's a pretty little thing. It's metal construction, aluminum, I think. Tubes stick out, right? So you can tell the world that you have tubes. It's got blue LED accents, which doesn't make any sense because the tubes themselves actually produce a soft orange glow. I prefer that over the blue LED. There are heat vents at the top, near the tubes, and in the back. It does get fairly warm, after you leave it on, after you use it for 30 minutes, an hour, it does get pretty toasty. Not enough to burn you, but enough where you can feel the metal on the chassis get pretty warm. A big multi-function clicked dial. On the website, they mention it's a potentiometer, which doesn't make any sense because potentiometers usually have a stop, right? And they're not really multifunction. This is most likely a digital dial, so I wouldn't really call it a potentiometer. And then it has a small display, very simple, blue. I believe it's liquid crystal. I can't be certain. Inputs and outputs, right? Very basic, right? You have two balanced XLR inputs, one for left, one for right, and unbalanced RCA as well, one for left, one for right. On the front, we have a balanced 4-pin XLR. And we'll get into this in a bit, and then your standard 1/4-inch TRS, which all of this is fairly straightforward. Oh yeah, the 12-volt positive core power input as well. User interface, it's so friggin' easy. Long press to turn on, click to change the input, and then the dial for the volume. Long press to turn off. Simple as that. No instructions manual needed. All right, now really the important part, the sound. This is where things get a little bit subjective, and there's a whole world of audiophiles that I don't dare to question because they're pretty sensitive and they know more than I do on the subject. But I will do the best I can to interpret some of the information and give my subjective opinion on what I found, what I find myself. I did resolve my initial goal of getting an amp to drive my headphones comfortably, so that was the first part. The additive for me was it has the tube sound experience. So overall it sounds good. I do use the balanced XLR inputs in the back directly from my audio interface, which is the Steinberg 816C, but this is where you might want to look at other reviews, is I use the unbalanced TRS connector for my headphones. I do have plans to get my own 4-pin balanced headphones in the future, so if you guys know of a good brand or of a good set of headphones that is not too expensive, because for some reason balanced headphones are like freaking expensive, but I do like open back or semi-open back, so if any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. So let's get into the technical and what the difference is between 4-pin TRS and why you really want to use balanced inputs and outputs for the listening experience. The main difference between 4-pin XLR and the TRS is there's no shared ground between the drivers on a 4-pin XLR. And so in TRS, you have a positive and a shared ground for each driver. So you have positive shared ground for each driver/channel in your headphone. The problem with that is the shared ground between the two drivers causes harmonic distortion, which reduces the listening experience or does not really give you the full quality of the song you might be listening to or the audio you're listening to. That is the key difference. So with 4-pin XLR or TRRS, tip, ring, sleeve, there is a positive and a negative inverted signal for each driver or each channel, left and right channels, right? So that means the incestual, taboo, shared ground signal is completely eliminated from the headphone circuit, so it reduces the total harmonic distortion, or THD, that you get from sharing the ground signal in a standard TRS. And that is unwanted total harmonic distortion. And I say unwanted because at the same time we have tubes. Tubes are actually altering the sound, adding THD or total harmonic distortion, because they are producing a sound that is not really present in the original signal. The tube sound that we all love is sort of warm, saturated, so the highs are kind of dipped a little bit. But yeah, there is a signature tube sound that is not naturally there in the original sound, so that is also a definition of harmonic distortion. But anyway, the end product for the listener, you guys who are interested in this little unit, is by using the 4-pin XLR or the balanced output, you have a more expansive, open tone quality to the way the music's presented. It almost feels like there's a larger sound stage to the sound, to the audio. There are quicker dynamics, more detail, and tighter low bass. So that is the benefit, or a potential benefit, you will get from using a balanced connection. All of this is really just theory on my end until I get my own balanced headphones. But for the record, I did use one of my friend's balanced Massdrop HD 600XX, I think, and there was a definite difference in the quality, especially on the soundstage. So I do vet that part. There is a larger field when you're listening through the balanced connection versus the unbalanced. The tube part is a little bit more subjective. It's definitely slight. I think you will need tuned ears to really pick up either really good headphones or really well-tuned ears to pick up on the difference between the standard signal or the tube sound. There is a smoother bass. The bottom low end is rounder. It feels warmer. Highs are kind of the same, honestly. The general tube saturation is there, slightly, but it's there. I do hear from other reviewers that changing the tubes to a higher end paired or matched tube set and finding a better power supply will give you better results. Now, I will have to test that myself. I will look for the recommendations and I'll see if I can personally hear quality difference by changing the tubes and finding a better power supply. So that's really it, guys. Do let me know what you think. I hope I was as informative as I wanted to be and was able to answer some of your questions to make a choice whether you want to buy this or not. I do recommend it for somebody who is actually trying to drive more power-hungry headphones. If you're looking for the tube sound, it is there. You'll have to listen for it, but it is there. Overall, I do give it a positive review. So like I said, I will follow up with another video as soon as I get balanced headphones and I can give you guys my personal experience, my personal longer listening experience using the 4-pin XLR. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace out.